Hello everyone. Today we are going to see everywhere to eat on George Street. That rhymed? How are you all? Hope you're all happy and healthy and well out there. Nice to see you. Yeah, today we are on George Street on this beautiful sunny day. The sun is definitely starting to shine. People are hanging out in St Andrew's Square, just sitting in the grass. And we're continuing the place of showing you lots of different places to eat. And George Street is probably the high-end street in Edinburgh, I want to say. You know, high-end shops, high-end restaurants, things like that. So I thought, we'll have a walk along and we'll show you what there is. And we're at the St Andrew's Square side, obviously. St Andrew's Square. And we're going to start right away. First thing you do is you find somewhere to eat. But just before we get started, if you haven't already, please remember to hit that like. And remember to subscribe. Come join Clan Broonford. It would mean the world if you could come join. But let's dive in right away. So, like I said, there is St Andrew's Square, right there, and literally the first thing you hit is the Capitol building. And you can see they've got some outside seating as well. Obviously, outside seating became more and more popular in Edinburgh since the pandemic and things. Pizza Ristorante. Quick glance at the menu for everyone. I have never been in here, so I don't know what it's like. To tell you the truth, I've not eaten at a lot of places on George Street. It's got some antipastas, pastas, pizzas, burrita, bistecche, carne and pesce. No idea what some of that is, but you can, they do takeaway as well. Little QR code for takeaway there as well. You can pre-order. There we go, number one. You can see it looks nice. It looks nice, but I've never been in. Okay. I mean, it's got people guarding the way in, but I don't know what crest that is to do. It doesn't look like the Edinburgh crest. I don't know what crest that is. Anyway, I'm getting off topic. And like I said, you can see there are seats outside here so that you can, on a nice day, it looks like they've got a booth, so you can even book outside as well. Maybe they're just getting ready for the sort of outside feeding time now that we're getting to the hotter part of the year. So the same as, it's windy today, I apologise. The same with any one of these sort of videos. I'm going to show you anywhere it is to eat. So whether it be a Starbucks, whether it be a restaurant, whether it be a cafe, although I don't think there's very many cafes on George Street, we're going to show you them all. So that you know the different choices where you could go if you're on George Street. The only thing is there are hotels, and I know you can go in and eat in hotels. If they've got a menu outside, I'll have a look, but if they haven't, then there's not much I can do. But here's number two, the Dome. Now, I'm sure a lot of you know or have heard of the Dome, because at Christmas it's probably actually one of the most famous decorated places in town now. Very nice. I think it used to be a bank. Look at that up there. Before I go to the menu, look at all those people that are just guarding the building, which I assume that's what they're doing. Although there's a lot going on there. Anyway, yes, so this is the Dome. There's people at the menu right now, but we will go up and have a look. I think they do a nice afternoon tea. Oh, there's a menu right there. Oh, there's two menus, so you can see the opening times. They have a grill room, they have a club room, and they have a Georgian tea room. Champagne afternoon tea, anyone? Finger sandwiches, savouries, homemade scones, pot of hot blend coffee, glass of champagne. Look at this. You can see the sort of stuff we're looking at here. And here we go. Here's the sort of main menu. Sorry, it is really windy today. Starters, main courses, sides and desserts. Scottish mussels. I didn't know we had any. And I don't mean that as the sea thing, I just meant mussels in general. Mince and tatties, can't go wrong. A little bit more posh. I've never been in. Not once in my entire life. Awful, I know. Right next to the Dome we have Le Monde, which you can see has outdoor seating as well. Let's have a quick glance at the restaurant, Le Monde. They've got a brunch menu there, starters, mains, Scottish venison, Leon. I was going to say lion, but it's not. It's L-O-I, loin. It's a loin. Scottish venison loin. You wouldn't think I was an educated person, I know. Dessert sides, available 7 days a week. There we go. So that's that's 1, 2, 3 places to eat already. And down here, there is, I don't know what this is. Shanghai Club. That's all it says. I don't know what it is. Well, I'll have a look at the QR code. I hope this is appropriate. Shanghai Club, Edinburgh's premium clubbing experience. Alright, it's a club. It's a nightclub. Probably not, you know, somewhere that really is good for finding food. But now we know. Now we know. Now we know. Anyway, continue on. Hard Rock Cafe next. You can see we're 4 places in and we're still very much on the first block on one side. Hard Rock Cafe. I'm sure you all know the Hard Rock Cafe no matter where you are in the world. The Edinburgh Hard Rock Cafe. It's not massive. It's not huge. Outdoor seating as well. That's new for the Hard Rock. It's not very big, but for those of you that are a fan of the Hard Rock Cafe, and I have to say, me and Kirsten we do enjoy going in. There's a mac and cheese that Kirsten just loves. It's always, you know, at least around the world, you know what you're going to get. Starters, smashed steaks, sandwiches, entrees, salad bowls, legendary steak burgers and desserts. You know exactly what you're getting if you're at Hard Rock, I suppose. That's a good thing about places like this. I've said it before, that I want you to support local. I want you to support local. However, I understand what it's like, especially if you're with kids or with family. Sometimes they just want somewhere familiar. You know what I mean? If you're with kids and they're somewhere new, they don't want to try something else, they want something familiar. It's good to know where these places are. I'm going backwards on myself now, just on the opposite side of the road, and as always, I am not going to disturb anyone that's eating. That would just be rude. So, right here we have the Intercontinental Hotel, Caledonian Insurance Company, it says on the inside there, so I'm guessing at some point it was an insurance company. But it's the Edinburgh, the George there, you can see Intercontinental Edinburgh. There's people sitting outside. I am sure they have a restaurant or bar that you're free to go into. Next up we have Burr and Co. Looks like a cafe. Again, there's people sitting outside, so I am not going to interrupt them, I'm not going to disturb them. But yeah, looks like a bit more of a relaxed cafe. Looks like a nice cafe, but looks like a cafe. And then after that we have bar and kitchen. Is that now? Now, is that part of that? I don't know, I'm going to be honest. I doubt it. It may be part of this. Maybe let's see what this is. There's no one here, so I can go here. Oh no, there's gates in front. So that may be part of that, I'm going to guess. It's difficult to tell. What is this? I'm curious now. Can't find out with me. Printing press. Oh, see, that's got a menu. However, oh no. There's people eating and dining at the back there as well. So that may be part of the hotel. It may be part of. It's difficult to tell. Let's just say there's a hotel with food, and then there's bar and co, and then bar and kitchen, which could be part of the hotel or it could be part of bar and co. I have no idea. Who would have thought this was going to be so difficult? And this is block 1. And last but by no means least on this block we have All Bar 1, which is always, you know, it's like a nice building. Look at those pillars. Is that not beautiful? It's a pub. It's got pub food. Small plates, main courses, which are chicken katsu, fish and chips, club sandwiches, dessert, sandwich and wraps, sharing things. A nice brunch menu there, full Scottish breakfast. I do like a full breakfast. Nutritious power food, well there you go. And of course signature burgers. All Bar 1 is probably a safe bet if you want food. You know what I mean? If you're just looking for something, you probably can find something that you'll all like on there, I would imagine. Right, that's the end of block 1. That's only the first block. Pizza place, the Dome, Le Monde, Hard Rock, the hotel, the cafe and bar things that we don't understand in All Bar 1. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, let's say 7 on the first block there. Not bad. Let's go to the next one. Okay, block 2. That's Hanover Street, by the way, just so you know, we're on the corner of George Street and Hanover Street. You can see that straight down there. Straight down there's Princess Street, in case you want to know. And you can see there's a Starbucks right away. So again, I know some people, like I said, just enjoy something familiar. But if you want to support a smaller, local coffee shop, right opposite it, we have Wellington Coffee right there. Small little coffee shop down there. Looks really nice, looks lovely. I'm not going to try to entice you to either one, but like I said, I will encourage you to support local businesses wherever I am. And that looks lovely. That looks really nice. And yeah, okay, on the opposite side you have a Starbucks if that's what you want. I won't judge you. Yeah, I will. Next up, we're cutting over onto the same side as Starbucks. We're almost right beside Starbucks. I'm going to be rushing through a lot of these. I think there's a lot of places to eat on George Street, and I'd like to try to keep this to one video today. We have Cafe Centro. I cannot see a menu, unfortunately. Oh, that looks very nice. Looks very nice. No menu outside for us to look at though. However, there is outdoor seating for that as well. You can definitely see we're heading to that sort of time here in town. And Elio's club down there as well. But I don't know if they do food. But if you want a drink. Moving on, we have Lowdown Coffee, so another coffee shop there. That's a lot of coffee on this, but Starbucks right there, the coffee place right there, and another local business coffee there, Lowdown Coffee. So you can see you're no short of choices here. If I look at the other side, it's mostly now your high-end shops. I mean, look, even the opticians look posh. Who would have thought there was such a thing as a posh opticians? But there is. Now you know. I know it's it's not really somewhere to eat, but anyone want to join me for a karaoke room? Clan Broonford book out a karaoke room for the night and we'll all go and just sing our hearts out. I used to host karaoke's in Edinburgh. Been a little while, but I did. Are you surprised? Okay, next up, let me try to shelter from the wind. A standing order pub, which is a Weatherspoons pub. Obviously pub food. Your typical pub grub. Now, Weatherspoons are everywhere and I know they don't have a great reputation. Because, you know, they're quite bog standard and there's nothing really special about them. But what I will say about them is the food is not massively expensive and they get it out to you quite quickly. So, again, I want to show you everything and try to be as unbiased as possible. So if that's what you're into, you're just wanting some nice pub food quite quickly, not too expensive. And there's a standing order pub right here, and actually the building is lovely. It is a beautiful building if you ever get a chance to go in there. A lot at the beginning of that block and then not very much afterwards. Assembly Rooms is on here. The Assembly Rooms, you can see it right there. That's it, that big sign right there. Gonna be honest, I don't know what's in there. Yeah, sorry, letting you down. I don't know what's in there. I think there's at least a cocktail bar in there, but I don't know what else. Okay, I'm on the third block now and I'm going to go to the middle of the road. I can see people eating. I'm not going to annoy them, but you can see that Cafe Andaluz, which looks like Espanol tapas food right there, all there. But I'll also say right there, seafood and cocktails, which is obviously up there. So you've got two places right there. Don't miss. If you want seafood, blink and you'll miss it. But there you go. So there's two places right there on this third block. Tapas and seafood right beside each other. And look at these. We've got to appreciate the buildings as we walk past. Look at that. I mean, they really did design this as a grand street. I know it's not what I'm supposed to be doing right now, but I get distracted. Just look at these buildings and look at that. There is a lighthouse. Anyone know why the lighthouse is there? Clan Broonford viewers have been watching for a while will know why that's there. Leave a comment if you know why that's there. If not, you need to go and find the video. Okay, I've jumped over to the other side of the street right now, although I am going to jump back there because there's one I want to tell you about that I've been lucky enough to try once and I want to go again. Next up we have, well, is that Bellavista Rooms? Is that what the whole thing's called? No, because I can see there's seating. We have the Contini award-winning family restaurant right there. No menu outside, so to speak, but you can see they do breakfast from 10 to 11:30, lunch from noon till 3 p.m, 5 p.m. on a Saturdays, and then 5 p.m. till 9 p.m. dinner. So there's no menu for me to see, but looks nice. Looks nice. Like I said, it's if you're looking for a nice places, if you want to treat yourself, George Street, you'll definitely find something that you'll enjoy in George Street. I would recommend looking the website up for this if you want to have a look at the menu. Unfortunately, it doesn't give you much outside, but let's cross over because I want to show you Fazenda. I was lucky enough to go here, Christmas-ish, just at the end of last year. My boss took me and my colleagues out for dinner, which was very nice. I know, it doesn't happen often. But I was lucky enough to have a boss that, look, there's me. You see me in the reflection. Hi. Fazenda Rodizo Bar and Grill. Now, no menu, so to speak, but there is a QR code here if you want to look it up yourself. But what I will say, there we go, there's a QR code if anyone wants to look at it. I loved it. You sit down, you pick your veg and side things, veg and potatoes and all those sort of bits, and then after that you have a card beside you on your table. Everyone has a little card. One side is red and one side is green. If you want food, you put it green, and if you want to skip a course, you put it red. And then they just keep coming round with kebab skewers of lots and lots and lots of different meat, and you just keep eating as long as you want to. It's a set price. So everyone pays the same, and you can eat as much or as little as you want. I had a great time, an absolutely brilliant time. Me and my work colleague, we were sitting there and we were just like, oh, I'm done, I can't eat anymore. And then they would bring something different and you'd be like, oh, okay, I'll just try that. It was so good. You've got to try it at least once in your life. Next door to that we have Victor Hugo Deli. And there you go. Who knew that? I didn't, and now I do. The last block. First up we have the Slug and Lettuce, which is a pub, so typical pub grub there. You can see it's got an indoor and an outdoor there, so you've got plenty choices if you fancy some of that. You can see, like I said before, I know I've said it a lot, but I like to reiterate, I'm not going to disturb people who are eating. You can see also that the seating area changes, which means something different. So just beside the Slug and Lettuce, we have whatever this is, Candy Bar and Diner. Okay, I don't know what it is. It looks fun. It looks like a pub again, so I'm going to guess it's got a variety of pub food. Maybe candy themed? I don't know. Candy Bar and Diner. I'm going to have to look that up. It's got boozy bingo, so what else do you need to know? And then, only just up from there, we have Tiger Lilies. I can't see a menu, unfortunately, so I can't really tell you what there is, but again, somewhere else to eat and drink. Indoor and outdoors. Can I have a look at there? What's on there? That's just drinks. But there we go, Tiger Lilies, if you fancy something there as well. Oh, will I do this side and will I go over? We'll go over and then we'll come back. So over here, now this is just a Weatherspoons again, same as the standing order. This is the Alexander Graham Bell Weatherspoons pub. So there's two Weatherspoons pubs on George Street, and again, very similar. Cheap and cheerful pub food, fairly good standard, I have to be honest, and comes out fairly quickly. So again, if you're in a rush, it's good to know where these places are. Brown's Bar and Bistro, Brasserie, sorry. I haven't been there for a long time. There's people eating in the window, so I do not want to go and disturb. Plus I get funny looks. Next up we have Gusto Restaurant and Bar. All of you have got outdoor seating. I have to say, It's sunny, but it's not, you know, I wouldn't say it's outdoor sitting yet. We're not quite there yet, but we're getting there. But that looks like more of an Italian there. Next up, we have Buta Bar and Restaurant, burger joint, Buta Burgers right there. Lots of choices at this end, Nice burger place, and last but by no means least on this side, Las Iguanas again. Lots of people sitting, so I can't, it's annoying, I know, I can't really show you what sort of food they do, because I can't really disturb people eating. I mean, I know, we can probably guess that's an Italian, that's a burger place. Looks like a nice restaurant, looks nice, there's a menu there, I'll maybe go have a little peek if I can. And Brown's is nice, Brown's is really nice actually. Oh, there we go, Latin American food. Tapas. There we go, that's something nice and different as well. That's actually quite a wide range of choices, all like 4 right beside each other. Burgers, Italian, Latin American, tapas, and Brown's is good. I think it's a nice, I wish I could remember what they did, it's been that long. And last but by no means least, Baba, right in the corner here. Not quite sure what it all is. Grilled food. There we go. And that is a lot to get through in one video. I know, it's a fairly long street with a lot of places to eat, but hopefully it'll give you an idea. At least if you're in the area, you go, oh, there was an Italian place up there, wasn't there? Well, there was a burger place. There was that tapas place. There was that seafood place. Just look at all these choices. You see what I'm doing here? I'm sort of reiterating it back, all the places that you could eat. And then there's a place that Tony told you about was All the Meat. And that's Charlotte Square right there. I hope you've enjoyed that, guys. It's a lot to get through in one video. It's a lot to show you in one video. But again, choices. The more you know, the more you're going to enjoy when you explore. George Street is not an area that a lot of people tend to come to. I'm going to be honest. You can see it's not very busy. There's not a lot of time that people will come. Maybe a little look at the buildings, maybe a little look at some of the higher end shops, but look at all the restaurants and places to eat that you would miss if you didn't come here. So don't be shy, give it a try. Come up to George Street and have a look and find somewhere to eat there as well. I hope you've enjoyed that, guys. If you have, please remember, leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe if you haven't already, but come join Clan Broonford. Till next time, bye humans.